Hello folks, Double Tap here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a bit more with our Sauvignon Grundy wine. It's been well over a week now since we put it in the fermenter. We added 3 kilograms of sugar, the Wilco white grape wine concentrate, and okay, I've got the OG reading. Right, let's have a look at what it says to do next. Okay, so you should give it at least 7 days, check the hydrometer. I always do that for my beers. There's no beer I've ever done that I haven't waited a full week before I check over a couple of days the hydrometer readings. Also, you keep an eye on the airlock. If it stops bubbling, chances are it stopped fermenting, but best to check it. Take a hydrometer reading over a couple of days. If it stays the same consistently, it's finished fermenting. Right, okay, so we've got to add a sachet of stabiliser and one of the wine fining sachets. Stir vigorously for at least 2 minutes to remove the gases. Then leave stand for 1 hour. All stablers give off gas when added to wine. Do not inhale this. It is now important that the wine is fully degassed before continuing. This is important for rapid clearing. Best way to degas is with a drill attachment from Homebrew shops and okay, and we should do that for about 5 minutes. If you haven't seen the last wine kit I did, which was not the cherry wine, it was the Ribena blackcurrant wine. If you haven't seen that, where is it? I made a couple of attachments for degassing wine. That's one of them, the other one's over here. I've got my drill on charge, that's why I put it over there. I made them just out of coat hangers, and basically you attach it to the drill, put it in, and it stirs it like crazy. Just got to be a bit careful, like, you know, 'cause you don't need it throwing up everywhere. But yeah, if you've never watched that video, watch it and you'll see how I made them. So let's get this open and have a look at what's what. Oh my god. That is proper strong. Let me give you a little look at this. Try not to get too fast. And it does smell extremely nice. Gotta be honest, it smells proper good. So let's grab our scissors. We've got our stabiliser. I need a sanitised spoon. So, right, we've got the stabiliser, which is labelled as a preservative. And it's just like a white powder. It smells bloody horrendous. And of course it did say not to be breathing all that lot in while you're stirring it in that. Wine Finings sachet A. Yeah, Finings A, which is Curacao. And it's that like pearlescent liquid. Okay. Now, we've got 2 of these Wine Finings A, so I'm wondering whether we have to put both in. No, we don't. Okay, I've read further down and we don't have to add that. So, vigorously stir for 2 minutes. Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to go too mad with this because it's got to go everywhere. I've opened the window to the rear there because of the gases and that, and I thought I'd it'd help, you know, with getting some airflow. So we'll be back in 2 minutes, folks. Right then, we've given that a proper good stir. I'll give you one last look at it for this time around. And there's little Jessie cat. Hello, puss. As you can see, still quite cloudy, but we'll see what the rest of the finings do with that. Okay, there we go. Right then. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that for a second. I want this back on there because we're now going to leave it an hour and then we'll do the rest of it. So we'll take it up in an hour's time from now, folks. Right, folks, it's been an hour. I want to now degas this wine. So let's open that up and put it in there a minute. Right, I'm going to go with my bigger one of these on this one. Just gonna, is this tightening up or what? Yeah, okay. Like I say, if you didn't watch the video where we made the blackcurrant wine, you'll see in that one how I actually made this. It has been sanitised. Obviously I can't sanitise the drink, but I'm going to put it in at an angle so it doesn't really go in there. So I'm going to carry on with this, folks. I'm going to do it for about 5 minutes and then we'll come right back. Right then, that is all degassed. You might see all the foam that comes to the top, but it's looking pretty good. Let's have a look at our instructions. So, add the sachet of wine finings B and gently stir for 30 seconds and leave it for another hour. So, wine finings B, which is Chittersan. Put my hand at the back of it, you might be able to read it a bit better there, folks. So, pour all of this in. Okay, that's the lot of that in there. Lovely jubbly. It says gently stir it for 30 seconds. So we'll give this a nice little loving stir. And then I think, yeah, we've got to leave it for another hour. Okay, and then after that we'll add the wine compound and we'll put in the other load of finings. So, what time are we on? Have we done 30 seconds yet? Right, okay. I think that's long enough for that. So, pop that back on and we'll be back in another hour. Okay, so it's been another hour. It's now telling us to put in the rest of the white finings A and the wine compound. Stir well for another 30 seconds, then leave to stand somewhere cool, and this will normally take 1 day. Right, so here's our finings A, the Kisasol. So let's add this to our wine. There we go, that's all of it. And we've got the Sauvignon Blanc wine compound. Okay. Oh, it smells very honey smell. Very honey and extremely sweet. Okay, that's all of that. I'm going to give this a bit of a mix around, try and get all of that out of there. Okay, so I'm going to give that a good stir. I think it said for 30 seconds, yeah. Yeah, what I'm going to do is, this won't be left for a day for them finings to work. I'll leave this a good few days like I did with the other wine, because the longer you leave it for it to settle, the better, I think. I mean, I like at least 3 days for the finings to work, so I think that's what I'm going to do, folks. Right then, that's looking pretty good. Okay then, so it also says after that we've just got to siphon it. We have to sweeten the wine. Okay, right then, let's put that in there. So I'll just pop this on while I'm going through this. What to do when it is clear. Siphon into another container, taking care not to disturb the sediment, which we know. You are now ready to sweeten your wine. This is after everything's settled, of course. The table below gives recommended sugar additions. We suggest you add 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 of these amounts to begin with. Stir fully to dissolve, then taste. More sugar can be added in small additions until your preferred level of sweetness is found. Remember, you can always sweeten your wine further, but you can't make it drier. So obviously you can put it in, but you can't take it out. So for this one, it's saying 112 grams, 4 ounces of sugar. So we want to keep that at 21 to 26 degrees, and we're on bang on 20. It's between 20 and 22 at the moment. The 22 is lighting up, so that should go up just a little bit. So what I'll do is, once this has settled down, I will obviously add the sugar to taste. Then I'll just bottle it up. So I think the next time you see this wine, folks, it'll be when we're bottling it. So I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I'm Double Tap, and I'll catch you in the next episode. So bye for now.